Hey, what's up? I do that too much. I'm like doing a really bad scout impression, I think. I have been playing more TF2. I've been trying to make like the Force of Nature and the Cleaver work for me, and it's been kind of fun. I don't know, I haven't had like the best luck with servers recently though. They've kind of just been like, at least with casual servers. Sure, I should try like Uncle Topia, perhaps. But you know, enough of that. Let's hear it. Let's hear an explanation of the ceremony. Yeah. Oh. You must not set foot on any surface. You must not set foot on any surface other than this roof. What do they... Oh. Oh. Oh, I can't use my buddies. Can I ride these for boosties? I can! Okay, I know how you're supposed to do this. Let's try it the proper way. I think that'd be more fun in earnest. Also, might want to put on this. You know, this fucking Zora shirt comes in handy a lot, doesn't it? Like, you wouldn't be able to do the entire water temple thing unless you talked to Yona beforehand. And I guess it would be pretty difficult to miss talking to Yona. Because, like, you're right next to her when you... Are you fucking jerking my chicken? Oh, okay. You're right next to her. Like, before you start the thing, right? Where are the other fires? You're right next to... Oh, I'm all over the place. But you're right next to Yona, right before... Like, when you finish fighting the mud dude, you're next to Yona and she has a red exclamation point. You gotta be, like, a fucking Let's Player to miss that one. Right? Like a proper, institutionalized, domesticated Let's Player. And at that, like, you could theoretically miss it. It's not, like, given to you in a cutscene. It's not like the fucking, Dude Bro powers, where you just kind of get them. Dude. Right? Like, at the Dude Bro powers. It's not like the Sage abilities that you get throughout the game. Where, like, you have to use it on the dungeon, but at the exact same time, how do you miss them? Right? They're pretty difficult to miss, but, like, in theory, if you're ignorant and you're just mashing and you're just trying to get through the story, you could ignore Yona and not get the armor, and then, like, you could go through that part of the game. Admittedly, that's what I did. When I got that other horn part. I went back through there and I got what I needed. I went back through there using Tulin. Like Tulin air boosts. Right, it's like, well, what if you don't have Tulin air boosts? Yeah, then, I don't know. I guess you could just make a contraption. Of course, like, you could always just make a contraption. I didn't fucking do the dungeon legitimately. Remember? I just fucking made the hover bike and did that instead. Like a Deutsch bag. Yeah, I know where two of these are. I don't remember... Okay, there's the first one. Maybe it's deeper in? Because there's a lot of them over here. Like, maybe it's down on that other side, and I just gotta get over there. Or maybe it's deeper in the ice area as well. Truth be told, I wasn't really looking for bonfires. Not like I'm playing Elden Ring or anything. That wasn't... that. I don't know what that was about. I'm sorry. You know, Scout's honor. Disclaimer. I was never a Boy Scout. My only scouting experience, if you could even call it that, is just playing fucking Scout in Team Fortress. That's not real. That's bullshit. Is that the captain? No, that's just a guy. I thought I saw the captain of my dreams. It would have beeped. Surely. Yeah, I gotta go on like a fucking forum. I gotta go on like a forum and like specifically ask if I can see, like, do you guys know where captains spawn? I'm trying to find a captain too and have not been getting a lot of luck. And everyone's probably just gonna say, fucking, go to Lanayru. Go to West Necludia. It's like, I did. Tama. Oh. There's our guy. It's so crazy that, like, if it was like 5 Captain Four Horns, it would have been legitimately easier at this point. Like, there's one right down there. At Captain 4, I mean. There's also the fire. Oh, I have to get back. Got it. Kinda out there. This is really cool, though. It's a unique way to navigate a familiar area. And in doing that, you kind of get a new perspective on what was previously, you know, familiar. It's like, oh, I remember doing that. I remember putting the things on the hooks. You know, it's a shame there wasn't many other, like, hook thing bits, you know? I mean, I guess there were in shrines, but it would have been, like, cooler if it was more organic. But again, that is just me being a fucking gamer about it. It's pretty hard to generate, like, unique hook thing over... Well, I mean, they did make the Sky Islands, right? And that would be, like, logically the best place to put the hook things. How am I gonna get back over there, man? I might have went about this the wrong way. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. There's a fountain right there that I didn't see previously. And even then, like, oh, hook thing, that's cool. But it, like, if it was everywhere out in the overworld. Sorry, I saw a tree and my mind was immediately filled with the word wood. And, yeah. Overworld got killed in the process. Oh no. It wouldn't be cool anymore if it was, like, everywhere like that. If anything, it'd be kind of exhausting. It's like, ah, fucking, we're doing this again with the hooks. And, you know, the entirety of the Fire Temple was supposed to be something like that. It was mine carts and not hook rails. Though you did have the opportunity to use hook rails. And you know what? In that instance, you know, where it was like, oh, I wish you could do this more. I had the opportunity to, and I chose not to do it. So, you know, I'm the asshole. Anyways, hush hush everybody. It's fucking story time. Maybe I'll read it. The Temple of Time and the land it sits upon were once found on the surface of the world. This has changed. Its land and the land surrounding it now float in the sky. There is a reason for this. The hero who will defeat the Demon King will one day awaken at this very site. The site must be kept safe from the Demon King and his followers. It was, therefore, raised high into the skies. The tremendous power of the sages accomplished this feat long ago. Oh, geez, cool. That is the story of the Great Sky Island. Oh! Thanks, boss. You know, maybe I'll put that on the paraglider. Maybe that's kind of basic, but I don't fucking care. I like white rice, like plain white rice, for God's sakes. Like fucking, I'm kind of basic. I'm not above that. Yeah, you know, originally came up here on a hunt for Captain Two Horns and did not find any. That's why I was like angrily shaking my fist at that Captain Four. But you know, that's okay. There's more to do. And what to do? Well, first things first, I want to get that paraglider. But after that, I guess we could go to Gerudo. I think it's like another maze, but it could just be a, could be something different. There was nothing in the sky above it, so it might not be a maze. It could be like the Seven Heroines thing. And while we're there, maybe nah, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna fucking find the horn. I just gotta wait for them to respawn up in the water temple zone. Because fuck you. It's like the only place where they can spawn anymore. Anyways, y'all remember the well girl? She's like, hey man, if you tell me where the wells are, I'll give you money. How is that not a fucking headshot? Did I hit his ear? And it like didn't count because I hit his ear? Is that why? Anyways. Bottomless pond well. Oh. You know, I thought I heard like a fucking like squelchy like noise. Like a bony like slime critter. That'd be cool. Like a dire like a, what are they called? What are they called? They're not called slimes in this game. They're called fucking some choo-choo. Like a dire choo-choo filled with bones and gristle. And when it spawns to come and get you, it makes like a visceral crunching noise as it kind of goops towards you and you have to like stop it. Because otherwise it'll like slurp you up. And you know, that's kind of just what the hands are. Like they already did that. Not original. Anyways, you know what's great for fighting skeletons? When you don't want to waste your weapon durability? One complaint. Oh, I'm just full of them today. One complaint with Minoru is, you take heart damage. I don't know, it would have been cool if there was like a shitty little like robot, like posture meter. And then if you got hit too much, like Minoru would be knocked down and you'd get toppled off of her. And you'd have like a lengthy get up animation because you let the robot health deplete. So you could use her to like tank damage. I don't know. I was just like, I like fighting with the robot, but at the same time, I am immediately vulnerable because I can't. Oh, I can block, and it is a good block, but you can't parry. And you can't, like, dodge. And those are two very powerful tools. Right? Maybe Link's, like, most powerful tools outside of, like, the fucking slow-mo arrow shoot thing. So it is, like, kind of a bummer, but at the same time, you get plenty of value out of autopilot with Minoru. Especially when you put, like, cannons on her. Because aiming the cannons normally fucking blows, because the reticle's massive, but it only fires it out of a small spot of it. But that's not a problem when the robot's shooting, because it's a robot. It's always accurate. Maybe to a fault, because they can't predict shots. You know, Hateno Village, probably my favorite village. Especially now that they gave it, like, a good quest line. I don't know what it is about this place, but it's just, like, comfortable. I gotta learn what this was, like, based off of. I want to visit a place like this someday. In the meantime, let's change that glider fabric. Actually, we should also probably check in with the school. I'm sure there's more quests there to do, right? Oh. Oops. Ooh, that one also looks cool. That one's just like a shit post. That one's really good. Yiga, CC, Horse God, Clover, Zonai. God, the Zonai fabric's so pretty. Sheikah, Ordinary. Ordinary's good too. Grizzlemaw Bear, Aracuda, Stalnox, Lionel, Leok. I can do that. Though I don't think I'm going to be doing that here. That'd be like a just like a thing for me to do once this is done, I think. Unless I'm so desperate for like padding in an attempt to get the fucking horn, then I'll go take pictures of all the monsters. Right, I gotta like make a little bit of a backlog so I can dedicate like a fucking day to finding that last fucking horn. Anyways. How's the youth doing? Oh. Oh, it is 8 p.m. I would doubt that school's in session right now. What's up? Yeah, when are your lessons, though? Home economics sounds like funny. God, Link gets a job. Parentheses. Or not parentheses, colon. Or not even colon, just like... Link gets a job. A teaching job, and then there's like a horror sting that plays. Though I'm sure in like a kingdom ran by Zelda, there'd be like a better pay for teachers, but also like, how's that gonna... She's like effectively dead. What's gonna happen? Well, I guess, Impa was looking into like a way to fix Zelda. Maybe that'll work. I don't know, kind of be like... That's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what... It's fucking Nintendo. Fucking Nintendo. When's the lesson? I'm sure this board said when the lesson was. Nope. Just said welcome to sit in. Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't do all the teaching classes. I'm kind of just, when does it start? Maybe, you know what? Maybe one of my toxic traits is that I've already lost interest and I don't want to do it anymore. Let's go to the Gerudo. Let's keep going. To the Gerudo. Yeah. Whoa. See, it's different that time. It's a different joke because I said whoa after going yeah. See? Nothing, no worries, guys. No worries. I run a tight ship. I drive a Dodge Stratus. And you know, something I noticed. This is definitely not the 7 Sirens thing, or 7 Heroines. 7 Sirens, that's rude. That was this. This is the 7 Heroines. This is the maze, but there's no up maze. There is an up maze. This is the maze. Alright, let's go do that then, huh? Not a lot of time left, but we can make it work. Oh, it's a Molduga. I think that's the one I had to kill for the money, right? Ooh. Fuck, that's like a fucking scripted, that's like, it's like a scripted Safari moment. Like, you know, you're playing like a, you're playing like a game that takes place on an alien planet and there's that like obligatory like fucking, or not just any game that takes place on an alien planet. You're playing like a game in the early 2000s, or maybe like just the 2010s, right? Early 2010s. That's like the only time it'll exist. The late 2000s to early 2010s. Got it. And it's on an alien world. And while it's in that alien world, it has to display the wildlife, the fear, the beasts. And then there's like, you know, you're flying over in your little space carrier. This is Halo Reach. I'm thinking of like Halo Reach, where you're flying around in that like bird, in that like little, I forgot what it was called. They definitely, I don't think they did that, where like a fucking dune sandworm jumps out. But it would have been cool. Yep. Yep. Acorns and nuts. Let's go. Good old acorns and nuts. You think that's like they had like a trail mix named after that? Kind of like how they have a trail mix named after raisins and peanuts. They call it Gorp. Isn't that a cool name? Don't you like Gorp? Don't you like the name Gorp, everybody? Personally, I'm a big fan of Gorp. I think like we're talking about trail mix now. I think like, fuck man. I wanna do like this detailed XYZ, this kind of trail mix is best, this kind of trail mix is ass. I've really only had the fucking like Costco Kirkland trail mix. So I can't do that. Because I am only like really a mix expert on one kind of mix. And that's disingenuous. Well, that's not entirely true. My ma, I don't remember the brand. But my ma, like one of the times she visited us, me and my sister, she gave us like this new trail mix she found, and it was like, it had yogurt chips, and like, it was mostly like different types of raisins, of like sweet fruits, and that sucked. That like sucked. It was too sweet. There wasn't enough like substance to it. That shit was candy. That wasn't trail mix, right? I know there, you know, in my sacred blend, I know there is M&Ms. But I'm gonna be real with you, right? M&Ms are easily the worst part of the Kirkland trail mix. And when they decided to like put less like cashews in, like less cashews and almonds, and then they'd like, oh, it's the new peanut M&Ms. That was like, that was disappointing. That was disappointing. I felt let down by the Kirkland Trail Mix boys. And that's it, really. Like, how do you have like a beautiful, delicious mix, and then it's just like, you know, new peanut M&M. Though I will say, peanut M&M, if it has to be another kind of M&M, right? Peanut M&M is like the best M&M. I don't think there's like a contest there. Peanut M&Ms are the best M&Ms every time, without failure. And if you think otherwise, you need to like get your head put on straight, I think. Like, I know there are like other, oh, the caramel, oh, the pretzel, fucking who, no, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It's all about the peanut M&Ms. They've always been the best. Get real. Anyways. Oh, I didn't fucking read the text. Oh well. I just kind of pressed A. I did the evil Let's Player thing. Forgive me, friends. Oh, time for a blessing. Raru's blessing. Listen, all I'm saying is, right? All I'm saying is, Raru would not put any fucking, like, bitch-ass M&Ms in his trail mix. He would not. He would have, like a richer palette of different types of nut with different distinct flavors. And that would, like fucking, like, going all but fucking peanuts and cashews. It's all boring. It's all boring. They all taste the same. Like, I'm sorry, you just, like, admitted you are a child, or you have, like, a child's palate. You can do more. There are more, fucking put walnuts in there. I don't know. But, like, there's a whole, like, world of legumes. You know? With different flavors and textures and shit that can, like, that can work. You don't need to put fucking candy in. Like, really, the only reason they put fucking candy in is for babies like you having that fucking opinion. Because it's like, oh, you know, like the child's market. Everyone wants to get into the child's market. Look at fucking Jake Paul. Look at how much money that dickhead has. Because he found, like, the beautiful, sweet little way to, like, market to children. To, like, dance around fucking... Could I get hit with the paperwork if I say this? To, allegedly, right? To appear to dance around written law. Or find, like, little loopholes to fucking advertise to children. When it is otherwise, like, has since... Or has been, like, deemed illegal for some time. Because it's like, you know, or at least for like YouTube or shows, like you can have advertisements that sell toys, of course, right? But like you can't like, fuck, I'm like out of date. I used to, I'll tell you what, right? When like the fucking, when the old Nerd City video on Jake Paul dropped, I was there with a notebook in hand. Metaphorically speaking, if I was there with a notebook in hand, I'd probably remember this better. There's one thing I've found with me, in my brain, is that I remember things better when I write it down. And that's like, that's not like a weird thing. That's like a common thing. It's like muscle memory. But also like, you know, you have a visual. And since you have to, like, go through the effort of writing it down and really, like, carving in those words, it's, like, fresher in your mind than if you just said it or just read it or just heard it, right? Because you have to, like, etch it in. There's more effort. That's something I had to take a public speaking class in community college. And that's something I was taught along the way. And thank God for that. Right, I was fucking horrible. Well, okay, I wasn't horrible, actually quite good. I was one of the darlings of that class. Less because of my pure, like, written ability, right? And more because of, like, oh. I forgot they're all like this. Oh, castle. Castle. That's cool. Well, that's because of, like, I had more room to grow. I was not the best. I was just, like, I just had, like, a good personality and a good, like, voice. So I did well if I didn't, like, stammer and stutter the whole time. But holy shit, there was a lot of that. I'll tell you one thing. When it came to the final in that fucking class, I nearly passed out. I was one of the last people that had to present. I was fucking... That was rough. I was fighting for my fucking life. Just sitting there. But it turned out alright. Yeah, it's... I'm another, like, one of those common cases where, I can be like, I can be bubbly, I can be really, you know, fun. I can have this, like, great presence. Only if I'm comfortable with, like, a small, with these people. Or just in my zone. I have to be, like, comfortable. And I'm very not comfortable standing in front of people. I have a very hard time with that, particularly. But speaking of, like, time, it's about that time. We're, like, done here. You know, it started out as another fucking disaster episode, but... Did it? Nah, I'm still just not over fucking 20 minutes of flying around in an effort to find... You know... do I still have my bike? I still have my bike. I'm gonna get that lore tablet and I'm gonna come back. I'm still rattled by my inability to find a Captain Two Horn, personally. It's funny that I'm that rattled. Anyway. Thanks for coming along. Hope it was somewhat enjoyable. And I hope you have a good day. See ya.